We'll join both our hands together and request permission from Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, we have gathered here this morning to perform this collective meditation. Please guide us through this meditation session. Please help us to expand our heart, to be able to express ourselves and to be able to receive love from everyone. Please help us to be in collective and to go beyond thoughtless awareness state. We'll place both our hands on Mother Earth. O Mother Earth, please be kind and merciful in forgiving all sins, in forgiving all the bad elements that has been done knowingly or unknowingly. Please take away all the badhas and boots from our Vedanadi and Pinganadi. Please help us to keep in present, to be in present. We will take a mantra to Shri Adi Bhumi Devi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Bhumi Devi, please grant us the sustenance and the patience in our ascent to help us more grow deeper into our ascent. Please help us to have humility in our growth. Left hand towards Shri Mataji, right hand remaining on Mother Earth. We'll recite the Sri Ganesha mantra once. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Sri Ganesha, please help us to establish the wisdom and discretion quality of yours in our Sri Ganesha principle. Please help us to remove all obstacles that is in the path of our ascent. We'll place our right hand on our heart chakra, on our left heart.
ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री अनाहतचक्रस्वामिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। यम 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 खम खम गम घम ग्नम चम छम जम झम न्यम तम थम साक्षात् श्री शिवा पार्वती साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। सच्चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं सच्चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं सच्चिदानन्दरूपः Shivoham, Shivoham, Sachidanandarupaha, Shivoham, Shivoham. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sita Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Jai Raghuvir Samartha, Jai Raghuvir Samartha, Jai Raghuvir Samartha.
Recite the third verse of Mahamantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We'll meditate for that.
Jaya Jaya Ho Mahima Teri Jaya Jaya Ho Mahima Teri Jaya Jaya Ho Mahima Teri Jaya Jaya Ho Mahima Mahima Jaya Jaya Ho Mahima Mahima Jaya Jaya Ho Mahima Teri Jaya Jaya Ho Mahima Teri Jaya Jaya Ho Mahima Jaya Jaya Ho Mahima Teri Mat Bhagavati Rakshakari Mat Bhagavati Rakshakari Mat Bhagavati Rakshakari Pranamami 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 Parameshwari Jaya Jaya Ho Mahima Teri Jaya Jaya Ho Mahima Mahima Jaya Jaya Ho Mahima Teri Jaya Jaya Ho Mahima विश्व निर्मला धर्मदायिनी विश्व निर्मला धर्मदायिनी विश्व निर्मला धर्मदायिनी विश्व निर्मला विश्व निर्मला धर्मदायिनी विश्व निर्मला धर्मदायिनी विश्व निर्मला धर्मदायिनी विश्व निर्मला धर्मदायिनी वरदा देवी प्रेमदायिनी वरदा देवी प्रेमदायिनी जय दुर्गे जय दुर्गे जय दुर्गे जय दुर्गे जय दुर्गे जय 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 जय 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 दुर्गे जय दुर्गे भुवनेश्वरी जय जय हो महिमा तेरी जय जय हो महिमा 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 तेरी
With attention on Sastra, let's watch Shri Mataji's talk.
First I'll speak in a Hindi language and then in English. We are such a cosmopolitan people that I don't know what language to take to. आज हम लोग शिव जी की पूजा करने जा रहे हैं। शिव जी के स्वरूप में एक स्वयं साक्षात सदाशिव हैं और यही अमरत्व को प्राप्त करना ही शिव जी की पूजा है। I'm talking to them about Shiva's worship. What should happen to you? And today I'm going to tell you about the internal happening within us. When you get your realization, there are 11 Rudras placed here, 11 of them. They are particles, we can say anshas they call it, of Shiva's powers. And all of them try to take out or to remove all the false ideas we have about life. When the Kundalini rises, they all get enlightened, 11 of them. And say, for example, Buddha had a part of that, Mahavira had a part of that. Now all of them, what they do is to control us for falling into the prey of various things, like we have an ego. So Buddha will look after the ego part. He will see that you get shocked by your ego. You will be quite amazed how you could be so egoistical and so insulting and so humiliating. But when this Rudra is not awakened, when there is no light in this Rudra, then what happens? You start justifying yourself. You think whatever you do is correct. Whatever you've done, whatever is said, whatever you have achieved, you think is your right. You've done nothing wrong. For that, this Buddha's Rudra has to be awakened. On the contrary, if you go on pampering your ego, if you go on becoming egoistical, you become absolutely a right-sided personality. Once you are a right-sided personality, you know what all the symptoms there are of such a person. Now for that, if you just watch and introspect and see for yourself what ego has done to you, what wrong ideas you had about yourself. So that's why Muhammad Sahib said, beat yourself with shoes. You didn't know what else to tell. Because this ego business can really burst your head completely, and you may land up into so many difficulties. Ultimately, I've seen people developing this disease where the conscious mind becomes absolutely useless, cannot move. Consciously people cannot move. Unconsciously they will, but not consciously. And this disease is so horrible, a person becomes like a reptile. You have to carry them on your body. They can't walk on their own. They can't sit on their own. In a very young age this can happen. It's happening in America also. I've seen 2-3 cases here. In India also such a thing. So if you do not try to see your ego and control it and feel repentant, in Sahaja Yoga there's nothing like repentance. We don't believe in repentance because we believe that you all have got your realization, you are beyond any mistakes. It's not true. We have to repent. There's in English there's a word sorry. Sorry for everything they say sorry. Even telephone, if you pick up they say sorry. I said sorry for what? But this sorry itself is very empty. It has no meaning, it has no depth. When you say sorry, you have to see why you are saying sorry and what is to be corrected. It's a very big problem of today's generation, where people have developed such tremendous ego, because all our economic growth, all our industrial developments, all our big organizations, all of them have given us a way that we should all develop our ego. If we don't develop our ego, we'll be lost, we are nowhere. And that's how we start pampering it. And then this right-sided problem starts. Then as a reaction, it goes to the left side. And actually in the head, it is on the right side. Here is the right side. Ego comes up. So the left Rudra is that of Mahavira. So people do things which are sinful, which are wrong, which are against the Ganesha. Then also there are controlling powers of Mahavira who controls. He says, you will go to hell, this will happen. He describes all the hell, all kinds of hell, that you will go to hell and you will be burnt alive. I don't know, all kinds of things he describes to frighten. But that doesn't help. So people start getting more onto the left side, and I should say, to this Rudra, when this Rudra gets helpless, then a tremendous depression comes. One feels very depressed. Oh God, what a depression I have, I am so sick, I am this thing. And then you try to frighten others with your depressions. You show sort of what you call emotional blackmail, you do. All kinds of things you will do and beat your head and do all kinds of things. Could be through ego, could be through this left side problem of the left Rudra. These two Rudras are very important because they are directly connected with our left and right sympathetic nervous system. So it's very important to see that we don't fall a prey to these Rudras. These Rudras are to be satisfied. So to be normal, at least look after these two Rudras, which are, one is one who controls the ego and another is self-pity. I just can't do it, I'm this, that, and all kinds of depression. All this works out into physically also into very serious problems like cancer. If the Rudras are caught up, you develop cancer. But all this portion gets swollen up. It's called as the Meda. This all portion gets swollen up. And you can see a cancer patient having a swelling all over. At least would be here or maybe there. Because such a swing in the nature of a person that you can't say from which Rudra they have developed these psychosomatic troubles. Psychosomatic troubles, all of them come because the Rudras have become ineffective. It can be due to the depressive nature or oppressive nature. It could be due to many other factors also. But all these factors are nothing but part and parcel of Shiva's or Sadashiva's powers. He is the one who is full of karuna, full of compassion. He is the ocean of compassion. If you ask him forgiveness, he'll forgive. Whatever you do, instead of feeling guilty, if you ask forgiveness, then he forgives. But if you think whatever you have done is good, you never tortured anybody, you have never made anybody suffer, then it knows. Shiva knows everything, isn't it? And because it knows, it starts giving up. So there's a big combination of your willpower to be there and the combination of the blessings of Shiva. When the Shiva blesses you, your willpower also heightens. But you must have full willpower to know that you have to be of a higher level of personality. He was not at all a mundane type. I mean, he was, supposing asked Shiva to go to some party and all that, how will he look there? People will laugh at him. When I met some hippies, I said, why are you having this kind of hair? So they said, we want to, they are all primitive. So he said, I want to be primitive. I said, but the brain is modern, what's use of having primitive hair? So, deception. deceiving yourself is not going to help. Best thing is to face yourself and understand what wrong you have been doing. If it works out, I tell you, so many Sahaja Yogis are sitting here. If you correct yourself and become that, I'm sure all the problems, political, economic, and all stupid problems we have will be finished. But today it's such a mixture due to Kali Yuga that even the worst people are carrying on. Now we have a responsibility to save this world. We have a responsibility to create a great, honorable life, which is not superficial, which is not just to show off, but inside. It should develop so that this light of your spirit spreads and enlightens this world. It's very important to understand. All these troubles and I should say diseases, psychosomatic diseases, and all other problems which are in a collective way we can call of the Kali Yuga, like political, economic, all these problems, only are created by humans. They are not created by the divine force, but divine force tries to neutralize them if there are many Sahaja Yogis who are practicing Sahaja Yoga in the real sense. If that could be done, if that could be achieved, then I think we can do a lot for the betterment of humanity, and that's why we have got realization. It's not only for yourself, it's not only for your family, it's not only for your city or country, but for the whole world. Sahaja Yoga is going to work. Now, if you have to do competition, you must only do competition in your ascent and in nothing else. But people are so superficial that they think by showing off or by becoming something, a big Johnny, they will achieve something of a very great level. Is not so. It has to be a very humble attitude towards yourself also, so that you understand that whatever you are doing is for the betterment of global problems. Absolutely we can solve, because you are the channels of the divine. If I could do it alone, I would have done it, but I can't. So that's why I had to gather you all and to tell you that you become all the channels. But in the meanwhile, you enjoy. You enjoy life. Every second becomes a joy, which is also the gift of Shiva. Shiva is the one who creates this great admiration and great appreciation of every moment, everything that is done. And that is the state you have to achieve by not condemning yourself or not by pampering your ego, but by seeing what you are. That's the main thing one has to see. What problem you have and what is troubling you is yourself. If you could just come to that point of understanding, I'm very, very sure that you will be such an asset to help to make this world look at itself and change. Because superficially, you cannot change such deep-rooted problems. And you are being so blessed by Kundalini that you can really become a great torch, I should say. Torch on the path of truth, love, and joy. May God bless you.
We'll meditate for a while.
Om Namo Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo 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 Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Om Namo Om Namo Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namo Om Namah Shivaya.
Slowly open your eyes. Shri Mataji, thank you for gazing upon this morning meditation session. Thank you for bringing us all together. Thank you for establishing the Shiv Tattva within us. Thank you again and again. This self-realization for the second birth that you have given us. Thank you for all the divine blessings, Mother. You may now raise Kundalini and take your bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. See you again same time on Monday. Have a good day, everyone.